for my phone. I was trying to set up a better spot for my phone so I don't have to look away as much when I'm doing my Buzzfeed quizzes. But for some reason, only on AniLive, it doesn't like to track me when I'm that far away. But I am doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Let's see. Kingman Civic, Burger Posting, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I am, you might have noticed, a little bit late to start my own stream, so I am... The heat is getting to you? Yeah, I get that. I've been kind of a little weak to heat this year so far. And I'm not super thrilled about that. It kind of sucks. Theodore, hello, hello. Oh no, it's not your cheat data anymore, so you might be here to cause problems. Let's see, am I right about this? I am. Yeah, we're all roasting in this heat. Earlier, it wasn't so much that it was hot here, but I walked to the store, which is probably about a mile back and forth round trip, maybe a little bit more, and it started raining while I was at the store pretty hard. So I had to walk back carrying my groceries in the rain. There we go. So that was you come in peace today? All right. Glad to hear it. There we go. Burger Posting, thank you again for restreaming. Leave that up. Buzzfeed quizzes. Then over here, I'm going to pull up some BGM, which is not found on my own YouTube. What was I going to do? I'll do this again. It seemed to go fairly well overall. I am running to be president of the United States. I need to get... there we go. Okay. There we go. I hope the music is good. All right. We're going to pick through some... That adds every time on YouTube. I know. It's the worst. I feel like every time when you go on YouTube, it's like every week or so, there's like the one ad you always get. But I will probably be getting... Almost certainly I'm going to get the YouTube Premium, so I don't have to worry about it so much. Let's see. What quizzes can we do? I'm going to do make a pretty Disney princess dress, and they'll let me know my ideal home design style, because why not? Oh, man, Mocha's lisp is fantastic to listen to. I think it's hilarious. Flip through rom-coms from decade by decade, and I'll 100% no question guess your favorite type of music. Let's see. Pack a lunch and we'll guess your most controversial food opinion, for sure. This quiz will reveal if you fell out of a... What? Hold on. I have to read this quiz name. This quiz will reveal if you fell out of a coconut tree or if you exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you. I don't know what that means. They say that everyone either looks like a mermaid, fairy, vampire, or witch, and here's which one you are, as long as I don't have to. Okay. Can we guess your favorite season based on the pancake buffet? Okay. All right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quizzes to start off. I will be going through these. Let's find out which flavor Pop-Tart I am. Way more than mine. You know what? Why not? We'll look at outdated home design trends. Okay, so I have 9 Buzzfeed quizzes set aside. Absolutely feel free to go onto Buzzfeed and pick out some quizzes and send them to me. Mention them in stream, and I will pull those up. Hold on. There we go. I'm alive again. Okay. So let's make a really pretty Disney princess dress, and they'll let me know my ideal home design style. Let's and I'm not really picking these quizzes based on anything specific. Hello, Zan. Hello. I'm just mostly picking ones that I think will be really funny. Hello, Zan. We are doing a BuzzFeed quiz to figure out my ideal home design style based on the pretty Disney princess dress that I designed. And I have a feeling that no matter how many times I do this, I'm not going to get used to saying that. So at first, which neckline am I choosing for the princess dress? A V-neck, off the shoulder, a halter, or a sweetheart? Ooh, that's kind of a tough. A sweetheart. No, I do like sweetheart, but I'm not gonna lie. I go for halter. But we will do this twice. Once I will do it on. I'll go through my own answers, and then we'll reload it, and chat will get to decide. What they want. Now, what's the skirt style? Belle, godet, a wrap, or an A-line? I like godet. Godet? Now, choose your sleeve style. Puff, cap, peasant, or sleeveless? Peasant. The hell's it? Princess. Let me. Panda time. Hello. Thank you for the pen light. Who does wear that style? A godet style is a little bit like godet, rather. Got myself stuck saying godet. A godet style is almost hourglass shaped. Like it puffs out a little bit by the hips, and then it tapers in for the knees, and then flowers out again at the bottom. A mermaid? Yeah, sure. What about the hem length? Mini, T, mini, midi, maxi. Midi is a music thing. T is a drink. I'm going to go with midi because I don't know what those mean. What does the back of the dress look like? Corset, high, straight, or drop? T-length is below the knee. T-length then. The back is a corset for sure. What kind of fabric is your dress made of? Satin, chiffon, cotton, or silk? Cotton. And what color is your royally gorgeous gown? Red or orange, yellow or green, blue, purple, pink, black, or white? It's got to be red. Now, what kind of waistline will you going to have? Natural, drop, empire, or basque? Natural. Which extra would you like to add to my dress? Flowers, patterns, sash, bows, lace, buttons, ruffles, or beading? Sash. Absolutely. Which Disney princess would be my best friend? Rapunzel, Ariel, Tiana, or Jasmine? Rapunzel, I guess. She's fun. Oh, yeah, you know what? I guess that would be a good point. And which Disney prince would be my date to the royal ball? Prince Philip, Li Shang, Prince Naveen? Who the hell's Prince Naveen? I don't need no prince. Tiana? Oh, gotcha. Okay. I never saw Princess and the Frog, so... I don't need a prince. My ideal house style is a modern home. Yeah, I guess I could see that. All right, retake. Okay, guys, this is on you now. The Beast from the Beauty of the Beast, and the Beast would be my date. Yes, I would go with the Beast if he was an option. All right, guys. First, which neckline are we going with? V-neck, off the shoulder, halter, or sweetheart? Sweetheart or off the shoulder. Theodore came first, so we will do sweetheart. Now, what's the skirt style? Belle, godet, wrap, or A-line? Non-existent, unfortunately, is not an answer. All right, so we got Belle. We're going with slut style. Now choose the sleeve. Puffed, cap, peasant, or sleeveless. Oh. Belle, cap, wait, peasant. Zan, which one is it? Since you named like all of... Wait. Cap, peasant. Okay. Peasant. What about the hem length? Are we going mini, T, midi, or maxi? Maxi. What does the back of the dress look like? Are we doing a corset, a high back, straight, or drop? Corset. What kind of fabric is the dress made of? Satin, chiffon, cotton, or silk? Ugh. Chiffon. All right. And what color is our gown? Red and orange, yellow or green, blue, purple, pink, or black and white? Black? Come on, you gotta give Theodore some answers. I seem like the kind of guy to wear assless chaps with a dress. Don't judge me. All right, what kind of waistline will we have? Natural, dropped, empire, or basque? Basque. Natural. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now there's a little bit of a list for this one. It's like double the options. Which extra would you want to add to your dress? We got flowers, a pattern, a sash, bows, lace, buttons, beading, or ruffles. All right, I'll go with Ruffles because Zan answered like half these already. Haha. Which Disney princess would be our best friend? Rapunzel, Ariel, Tiana, or Jasmine? Rapunzel? All right. And which Disney prince would be our royal date to the ball? Would be our date to the royal ball? Prince Philip, Li Shang, Prince Naveen, or no prince? Yeah, I was tempted to go with Li Shang. I like him. Your ideal house style is a Mediterranean home. Very nice, very nice. Skip, cute doggy. All right. What do we have next? We're going to flip through rom-coms from and they will 100%, no question, guess a favorite type of music. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man, excuse me. All right, choose a rom-com from the 1950s. Funny Face, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Pillow Talk, or Roman Holiday. I don't know any of those, so I'm going to go with Roman Holiday. That sounds fun. Choose a rom-com from the 1960s. Breakfast at Tiffany's, How to Steal a Million, My Fair Lady, and The Apartment. Oh, The Apartment. I like The Apartment, actually. Choose a rom-com from the 1970s. A Little Romance, Grease, Love Story, or Goodbye Girl. I'm gonna go with the Goodbye Girl because some people might not like that answer. I don't know what Grease. I know what Grease is. I've never seen Grease. Choose a rom-com from the 1980s. Coming to America, Moonstruck, 16 Candles, and When Harry Met Sally, 16 Candles. Choose a rom-com from the 90s. Clueless, Four Weddings and a Funeral, The Wedding Singer, and Pretty Woman. Ooh, The Wedding Singer. Choose a rom-com from the 2000s. 13 Going on 30, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, The Proposal. I love The Proposal, honestly. Choose a rom-com from the 2010s. Crazy Rich Asians, Friends with Benefits, Set It Up, and Valentine's Day. I've never seen any of these. Set It Up, I guess. And choose a rom-com from the 2020s. Anyone But You, Happiest Season, The Half of It, or Love Hard. Love Hard, I guess. I listen to pop, apparently. No. All right, guys, your turn. From the 50s, are we watching Funny Face, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Pillow Talk, or Roman Holiday? All right, from the 60s, Breakfast at Tiffany's, How to Steal a Million, My Fair Lady, or The Apartment? My Fair Lady, okay. From the 70s, A Little Romance, Grease, Love Story, The Goodbye Girl. Skip. Grease, okay. From the 80s, Coming to America, Moonstruck, 16 Candles, When Harry Met Sally. "16 Candles." From the 90s, Clueless, Four Weddings and a Funeral, Pretty Woman, The Wedding Singer. Pretty Woman. From the 2000s, 13 Going on 30, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, or The Proposal. Greek Wedding. That was a pretty good one. From the 2010s, Crazy Rich Asians, Friends with Benefits, Set It Up, or Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. And the last one from the 2020s. Anyone but you, happiest season, love hard, or the half of it? Love hard. Okay. What do you listen to? You also listen to pop. We got the same answer. All right. What do we have next? Yes, this is one of the ones that came up recommended that I was actually excited for. Pack a lunch and we'll guess your most controversial food opinion. We'll see if it's right. First, something to put my lunch in. We got, looks like a canvas bag, brown paper bag. 3 of these look like different kinds of canvas bags. I'm gonna go with this one. Next, pick your drink: water, juice box, soda, milk. Soda. Pick your main dish: a sandwich, a pasta, a salad, or a burrito. Ooh. Out of these, I'm gonna go with burrito, I guess. Now pick a savory snack: chips, pretzels, nuts, or popcorn. Nuts for sure, especially because it shows pistachios. Finally, pick a sweet snack: fruit, cookies, yogurt, or candy. Fruit. I like fruit. Nuts do slap. It got me. It says my controversial food opinion is I like ketchup on mac and cheese. Which yeah, sometimes. Okay. So this first one's gonna be a little bit weird. All right, so you guys are gonna pick something to put our lunch in. Palate of a 9-year-old. I have a very refined palate, thank you. Pick something to put your lunch in. We have like a thin, nondescript, almost looks like a denim bag, a brown paper bag, a wider, like actual picnic bag, or what looks more like one of those shopping canvas bags. This is gonna be the this is gonna be the only one that's gonna be a little bit harder, because it's kind of more visual. Okay. Let's see this. Oh god. This quiz will reveal if you fell out of a coconut tree or if you exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you. I have no idea what to expect from this. So let's find out. First thing, what's wait, what? Okay. First things first, what is my love language? Venn diagrams. When you're in the party bumping that beat, drinking Diet Mountain Dew, or quote unquote sitting on a couch. But only sitting's in quotes, which I imagine means like flopped over. I guess sitting on a couch? Which surprise guest would you bring out at your boiler room DJ set? Bella Goth, Bella Goth from The Sims, Ashley Simpson, the discontinued Dandelion Crayola Crayon, or Elphaba from Wicked. I'm gonna go with Bella Goth, because hell yeah. Love me some goth girls. Pick a song that you would refuse to use for your presidential campaign. Woman's World by Katy Perry. I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts by Merv Griffin. I do like All Girls, don't call me out like that. AI Song of SpongeBob. SquarePants singing Hallelujah. Women's World by Katy Perry. Again. I'm gonna go with The Lovely Bunch of Coconuts. I don't want that.
I love it so much when dogs are excited to see me.
Skip. Let's see. The cat distribution system finally found you. Now you're the proud owner of a scrappy little kitten. What do you name them? Well, thank you. No, actually, I do like it when you come in and cause a little bit of chaos. It's fun. But I do appreciate the compliment. Let's see. What do I name the scrappy little kitten? Little Big Sister General, Julia, Lunchbox, or Mittens? Big Sister General. Who would I never work? Who would you never work it out on in? Something about the questions in this one, like I recognize all the words as English, and yet they don't register as a sentence. Who would you never work it out on the remix with? Voldemort, Elon Musk, Marina from Marina and the Diamonds, or Jojo Siwa? Jojo Siwa. Actually, no, Elon Musk. You know, a lot of this, it seems like, yes, they were. Name your favorite angle. 365 degrees, 360 degrees, 98 degrees, or 69 degrees. I am going to go with 98 degrees because it is so close to a corner, but not quite, and that'll annoy people. And finally, coconut. Coconut cream pie, coconut shrimp, pina colada, or coconut curry. That's a tough one because I like 3 of those things. I'm gonna go with coconut curry though. I love coconut. I love curry. I fell out of a coconut tree apparently. I am a whimsical, carefree spirit with a hint of chaos. Life's a beach and you're just rolling with the tide. Keep being your nutty self. Why not? Actually, I'm not going to show that. Yeah, that's honestly part of the reason why I skipped out on that question. Oh, my neck. Would you like to see whether or not you fell out of a coconut tree? Hello, Buster. Stretch here. Yo, yo. Hello, yo, yo. How's it going? Yeah. That quiz was a little bit rough to read through. But that's honestly, those are more the kind of quizzes that I was hoping to find. Yo, yo, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Okay, this one. They say that everyone either looks like a mermaid, a fairy, a vampire, or a witch, and here's which one I am. Let's find out. This is another one I've never heard that statement before, but here we go. Choose a color: green, red, pink, or purple. I'm gonna go with red because it's in my armor. Ugh. Choose a house style: beach house, tree house, mansion, or cottage. Probably, legitimately, actually, the cottage. But just finished class for today, and you have a test tomorrow. Good luck on your test tomorrow. I have a test I have to do after stream that I was supposed to do yesterday, and I skipped because I got tired. Choose a food I love: chocolate, average, mid; pizza, mid; cheeseburgers, delicious; tacos, delicious. Oh man, that's a tough one. Do I want cheeseburgers or tacos? One moment, please. Let's see. So it's really between cheeseburgers or tacos, both of which I love. I love some of the expressions my model can make. I'm gonna go with cheeseburgers, honestly. If I do it very carefully, I can make this like this like kind of smug expression. It's only like barely, and I've never figured out. There we go. That I love. Hold on. No, I'm trying to get a screenshot. Oh no, hold on, I froze. That's a face. There we go. I woke up again. Let's see if I can get that expression again. There we go. It looks sauced, not smug. You know what? Good enough. Anyway, I went with cheeseburgers. Choose a food you hate. Oysters, delicious. Blue cheese. I don't know that I've had blue cheese straight, but I love blue cheese dressing. Cilantro, I love. Cottage cheese. I'm gonna go with cottage cheese. Hey, want to know a stupid reason to get angry at a coworker for? Always. Let's hear that tea. A 3-hole punch. What, like using a 3-hole punch, stealing a 3-hole punch? Like, there, I'm sure there's a little bit more than just needing a new one. So why are they mad at someone else? Let's see. Choose an animal: dolphin, butterfly, bat, or owl. Ooh, I like bats and owl. Actually, I like all of these. I'm gonna go with bats though. I'm really into bats lately. I'm keen on bats. Made in Hasagawa. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My coworker is mad because I want to get a new one because the one we have keeps snapping up and hurting me. That seems like a valid reason to get a new one. Apparently, some people blend cottage cheese and eggs for extra protein. I could see that. I've known a lot of people who Oh no. Hasagawa, I was saying I like bats. I like bats. They're cute. Um Some people blend cottage cheese and eggs for extra protein. I could definitely see that. I've known a lot of people who add cottage cheese to a lot of things and eggs to a lot of things for added protein. I've never heard those combined. The texture, it sounds like the texture would be god awful. Um but yeah, I could definitely see that being added for extra protein. You can sub cottage cheese for ricotta and lasagna. I love ricotta though. Choose a movie genre. Rom-coms. I like rom-coms. Uh you mix the Yes. You've heard of using bone broth instead of water for cooking rice? Yes, that's Oh, I think there's a name for that specifically, but I can't remember what it is. But it's supposed to be like super tasty. Bouillon is not. I mean, with bouillon, it depends on the bouillon itself. But bone broth is super nutritious, and flavorful. So that'd be really good for rice. All right, let's see. Pick a movie genre: rom com, fantasy, action, or horror. For flavorful rice, yeah. Again, it depends on the bouillon. I've had sometimes where it adds like not enough flavor, and it's really weird, and I kind of don't like it. I'm gonna go with fantasy because I'm a knight. Actually, I'm gonna go with horror. Honestly, horror is probably my favorite movie genre lately. Choose a color palette: cool tones, earthy tones, warm tones, or jewel tones. Ooh, that's actually a tough one. I like all of. I'm gonna go with cool tones. I like cool tones. Choose a dessert: soft serve, apple streusel, red velvet cake, or pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, 100%. Choose a gemstone: aquamarine, opal, ruby, or emerald. I love emeralds. Emeralds are so pretty. Choose a hobby: painting, hiking, napping, or reading. Um, let's see. I'm really bad at napping because I always feel like there's things I could be doing. She's woofing. Hello, puppy. I'm gonna go with hiking. Um, painting. I do want to learn how to do art. And become a better artiste. I know I have some streams. There are some. My gen mates are planning some streams to help learn that. Choose choose a scent: salt water, fresh grass, leather, or cinnamon. Fresh grass. This one feels long. And choose a shape: wave, heart, crescent, or peace sign. I'm gonna go with wave. I look like a witch, apparently. You should spend the rest of your life tucked away in a cottage surrounded by my pet cat and trusty potions. I am a supermodel like beauty with unique features and symmetry most dream of. You're not the judgy type. In fact, you're the type to welcome all the outcasts Hello? Can you hear me? Yay, there we go. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, I don't know what happened. I messed with like one thing on my phone, and for some reason it just like shut my mic off completely. And I couldn't get it to turn back on. Oh, that was weird. There we go. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay. Sorry about that. Technical issues. No, I was trying to talk to you. So, I mean, I guess in that way, it still counted as scaring me. Because I was sitting there trying to talk to you and couldn't get heard. Yeah, I don't know why. So I got a phone call, and then I tried turning Do Not Disturb on my phone to see if it'll, like, block incoming calls. And for some reason, that shut the mic off on my phone, like, completely. And I couldn't get it to turn back on, even after I turned Do Not Disturb off. So I don't know what that was all about. All right. You could have pranked me. You could have. Hello. I have a kitty next to me. Okay. So now, we can go on a little bit longer. All right, so eat meal after meal to reveal what movie genre I am. Let's find out. Choose a breakfast. We have waffles, French toast, pancakes, bagel sandwich, eggs Benedict, crepes, or avocado toast. I actually really like eggs Benedict. Breakfast side dish. Bacon, gross. Sausage links, pretty good. Eggs Benedict is a poached egg. That is served usually on a English muffin. But sometimes it'll change depending on like where you go, or like the different types of eggs Benedict. Like there are some that will do no, it's usually just kind of English muffins. I'm trying to remember what else I've seen. And then a lot of times if you get like an Irish eggs Benedict, the egg will be served on top of hash. So there's usually some kind of extra meat. So could be like smoked salmon, sometimes hash, or sausage. And then on top of that, so it'll be the English muffin, a meat like a hash or smoked salmon or something, a poached egg, usually soft or over medium, so it's still a little bit runny. And then it'll have what's called a hollandaise sauce on top of that. And hollandaise sauce is a little bit like mayonnaise. The only thing you really know how to make is no-churn Nutella ice cream and tuna salad. Those are both good. I love tuna salad. I had some for lunch yesterday. Breakfast side dish: bacon, sausage, hash brown, fruit, eggs, toast, or grits. Grits are gross. Bacon's gross. Sausage is okay depending on the sausage. I'll probably go with fruit, honestly. Either fruit or hash browns. Oh no, choose a breakfast pastry. Cinnamon roll, croissant, a croissant, muffin, donut, eclair. Eclairs are a breakfast pastry? Huh. Cheese Danish or a beignet. I'm going to go with the cheese Danish. I love Danishes. Aurora, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Choose a drink to wash down breakfast with. Smoothie, orange juice, milk, iced coffee, latte, tea, energy drink. Always energy drinks. Yes. Yeah, orange juice is really delicious. If there wasn't an energy drink, that would have been my choice. But I have a problem, and I drink too many energy drinks. Yeah, I'm doing a quiz that's like, you pick out like all your meals for the day, and they'll figure out what horror genre or what movie genre I am, rather. And the breakfast pastry I chose was a cheese Danish. Toga, hello, welcome. No steel blood, please. Yeah, energy drinks are a diuretic, and so is tea, actually. Actually, so is coffee, I believe, now that I think about it. Okay, maybe for you can steal some blood. Choose something for lunch. Pizza? No. Grilled cheese? Maybe. PB&J? And this picture, it's a toasted PB&J, which I've actually never done. Mac and cheese, spaghetti, which I've never considered a lunch food. BLT or a cheeseburger. I'm going to go with BLT. I love me some BLTs. And it's lunch, and I don't want something heavy like a cheeseburger. Otherwise, I'm not getting any work done for the rest of the day. Choose something to go with it. Veggies and ranch, french fries, side salad, cup of soup, orange slices, mozzarella sticks, or chips. Ooh, that's tough. I'll go with mozzarella sticks. Choose a lunchtime drink. Soda, iced latte, water, apple juice, iced tea, hot chocolate, black coffee. Ew. I guess diet soda. Iced tea is good. I need to drink more iced tea. Choose a snack. Pretzels, strawberries, chocolate, gummies, potato chips, chips and salsa, popcorn. Strawberries. Although chips and salsa are delish. Choose something for dinner. Not you. Skip. Choose something for dinner. Tacos, sushi. Oh, man. Tacos, sushi, mini sliders, chicken tenders, takeout noodles, Alfredo pasta, or steak. I do love sushi, but I also love tacos. Sushi. Definitely the sushi. I'm craving sushi hard. Choose a side dish: steamed veggies, mashed potatoes, loaded fries, rice, zucchini fries, Caesar salad, dinner roll. Caesar salad? Come on. Choose a drink for dinner time: water, milk, apple juice, soda, Shirley Temple, ginger ale, lemonade. Lemonade! And choose something for dessert. ice cream, chocolate cake, cheesecake, brownies, chocolate chip cookies, tiramisu, or milkshake. I'm going to go with chocolate chip cookies. And I got action movie. You're all about getting out there and exploring. Sometimes that means getting scraped up, but you don't mind it. It means you lived. You're not afraid to chase an adrenaline high. Okay, fair enough. I will be right back. Please excuse me for one moment. Hello, hello. Toga, thank you for following me. More blood for you. I have returned. All right. Okay. All right, let's figure out what movie genre you guys are. Are you going to have waffles, French toast, pancakes, bagel sandwich, crepes, eggs Benedict, or avocado toast for breakfast? Pancakes. Now, with your pancakes, are you going to have bacon, sausage links, hash browns, fruit, eggs, toast, or grits? Okay, there we go. Bacon. Now for your pastry, are you gonna have a cinnamon roll, a croissant, a muffin, a donut, an eclair, a cheese Danish, or a beignet? Donut. Now to wash it down, are you gonna have a smoothie, orange juice, milk, iced coffee, latte, tea, or energy drink? I seem like I can do a mean Carl Weezer impression. I'd have to look him up again. I haven't heard I haven't heard his voice in so long. Something for lunch. Are we gonna have pizza, grilled cheese, PB&J, mac and cheese, BLT, spaghetti, or a cheeseburger? Mac and cheese. Now, with your mac and cheese, will you have veggies and ranch, French fries, side salad, cup of soup, mozzarella sticks, orange slices, or chips? Ugh. Frenchy fries. And now for your lunchtime drink. Will you have a soda, an iced latte, plain water, apple juice, iced tea, hot chocolate, or black coffee? I think we lost Toga. Blood. You'd like to take the test? Okay, we can go through again. Unfortunately, Toga, blood is not an option. Actually, I wonder if I can. Where's the button? Oh, it's not up right now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Robot, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Aurora, for breakfast, would you like waffles, French toast, pancakes, bagel sandwich, eggs Benedict, crepes, or avocado toast? Cool VTuber model. Thank you so much. I do enjoy my model quite a bit. There we go. Okay. I'm tall. 6'1". Usually bagel. Okay, we'll go with. I mean, weirdly, plain bagel is not just a bagel is not an option. So I'll put you down for bagel sandwich. All right, your breakfast side dish: bacon, sausage links, hash brown, fruit, eggs, toast, or grits. The next question was a side dish for breakfast. It's bacon, sausage, hash brown, fruit, eggs, toast, or grits. Fruit. Okay. Breakfast pastry. We have cinnamon roll, croissant, a muffin, a donut, eclair, a cheese Danish, or a beignet. Cinnamon roll? Okay, good choice. I do like cinnamon rolls. All right. Now to wash it down, will you have a smoothie, orange juice, milk, iced coffee, a latte, a tea, or is it energy drink? The orange juice. Yes? All right. For lunch, will you have a pizza, a grilled cheese, a PB&J, mac and cheese, a BLT, spaghetti, or a cheeseburger? BLT, excellent. BLTs are delicious. With your BLT, would you like veggies and ranch, French fries, a side salad, cup of noodles, mozzarella sticks, orange slices, or chips? Chippies. For a drink, would you like a soda, an iced latte, water, apple juice, iced tea, hot chocolate, or black coffee? Water, okay. For a snack, will you enjoy some pretzels, strawberries, chocolate, gummies, chips and salsa, potato chips, or popcorn? Zurin, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Chips and salsa, delicious. For dinner, will you enjoy tacos, sushi, mini sliders, chicken tenders, takeout noodles, Alfredo pasta, or steak? Yes, indeed, it is quite rainy today. Steak! Choose a side dish. Steamed veggies, mashed potatoes, loaded fries, rice, zucchini fries, Caesar salad, or dinner rolls. Dinner rolls are delicious. Sorry, Zern. Tonight I have seafood. Oh, steamed veggies. I didn't realize that was Zern that said dinner rolls. Sorry, Zern. Tonight I'm having seafood and salad. So I don't know if you're going to be thrilled with dinner at my place tonight. All right, Aurora. Be down for steamed veggies, and for a drink, would you like water, milk, apple juice, soda, a Shirley Temple, ginger ale, or lemonade? A Shirley Temple, yummy, yummy. And the last question, would you like ice cream, a chocolate cake, cheesecake, brownies, chocolate chip cookies, a milkshake, or tiramisu? Tiramisu, absolutely delicious. You are also an action movie. We got the same genre. Again, that was You're All About Getting Out There and Exploring. Sometimes that means getting scraped up, but you don't mind it. It means you lived, and you're not afraid to chase that adrenaline high. You're a cyberpunk junkie, so fair enough. There we go. Get some sci-fi action going on in there. Okay, what else do we got? Can we guess your favorite season based on this pancake buffet? Okay, pick a type of pancake. We have crepes, flapjacks, regular, or souffle. Crepes, I guess. I love crepes. Strawberry crepes. Pick a topping, no topping, berries, marshmallows, sprinkles. More berries. Ash the Bunny, hello, Ash. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Pick another topping. Chocolate chips, sliced fruit, powdered sugar, or chocolate chips. Pick another topping. Coconut flakes, nuts, or whipped cream. I could go. I'd mess up some nuts. Pick a syrup. Chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, maple syrup, strawberry syrup. Summer. You're among the few that can stand the heat. Beach days make the hot sun totally worth it for you. Absolutely not. I am an autumn kind of guy. You're getting Red Dead Redemption in the next 2 weeks, so any tips for the game? Wish I could help you. I've never played Red Dead Redemption. So I know probably about as much as you. Ugh. Okay. We have make your pick of these baked goods and find out which Pop-Tart flavor you are. Okay. We have a honey bun, soft pretzel, pain au chocolat, or berry muffins. Oh, those are some good choices. I'm gonna go with pain au chocolat. Yes, they do all sound quite tasty. Pick a pastry. Banana bread, plain baguette, cake pops, and everything bagel. Banana bread. Pick another pastry. Blackberry and cream Danish. Brioche. Pain au raisins. Yeah. Soft chocolate chip cookies. Also delicious. Ooh, soft chocolate chip cookies. Pick a pastry. Panerly? I don't know what that is. Apple strudel, delicious. Cheese Danish and chocolate babka. Yeah, cheese Danish. Another pastry. Kalori long crispy bagels with sesame seeds. Interesting. Cinnamon rolls, chocolate filled donuts, or monkey bread. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really vibe with any of these too much. I guess cinnamon rolls. Pick a pastry, sausage roll, bugatza, a cream-filled pastry. Oh, okay. Cornish pasties, I've never had. Cherry hand pies. Ooh, cherry hand pies. That sounds yummy. Although, because my genmate Mia is British, I told her I would try making Cornish pasties to give those a try, because she got mad at me for not knowing what they were. Another pastry is spanakopitakia, which are spinach and feta cheese pastries that are absolutely delicious. Hot cross buns, I've never actually had. A Swiss roll, which looks pretty tasty. Or lemon bars, which are also tasty, but I'm going to go with spanakopitakia. Lastly, favorite filled croissant. Plain croissant, chocolate filled, raspberry cheesecake, or pistachio cream filled. I'm gonna go with raspberry cheesecake, although pistachio cream filled does sound really good. According to that, I am a s'mores Pop-Tart kind of guy. Not entirely wrong. I don't eat Pop-Tarts a ton because they have very little nutritional value. And they're honestly just not that great. But if I do, s'mores is not a bad choice. All right, people are sharing the outdated home design trends that are way better than modern day trends. And they need to know if I agree. Well, let's find out. Let's see. Do you think these quote-unquote outdated home design trends should come back? It's time to vote. Walls. Walls need to come back. No more open floor plans. I don't want to be able to hear everything going on in my house at all times. Oh, that's actually kind of a tough one. I'm going to go with yes overall. Kind of depends on the room. Like a very open kitchen I vibe with, but like I don't need the whole house to be a very open concept. I have always loved the look of an accent wall, whether it be a solid color or a pattern. I feel like it gives the room personality, especially if it matches the rest of your decor. Yes, I love accent walls. Sunken living rooms. I haven't seen one in over a decade, but I love the look of 2 steps down into the couch area. It leaves the rooms open, making a space feel large, but provides a touch of intimacy in the lounge intrigue. What the? No. Egg, hello, welcome. Okay, cool. That did not mess up my audio again. Okay, where was I? Sunken living room. Ooh. I'm gonna agree with that. I like the sunken living rooms. I think they're pretty cool. Let's see. One trend I hope comes back is true dining rooms. I own a 1990 home and I love the dedicated space. I made the dining room with a bright lemon theme, the fruit and the color. Everyone who has visited loves it. No. I like the idea of being able to sit down and have dinner with people. But I don't necessarily like the idea of having a space that's dedicated just to like that. There we go. Now music's playing again. Colorful porcelain in the bathroom. White is not only boring, but it also gets dingy a lot faster. I love having yeah, sure. We can bring back colored porcelain in the bathroom. Having more bathrooms or bedrooms rather than a gigantic primary bedroom the size of a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't need a bedroom that big. I don't have that much furniture, but what I do like is having more than 2 bathrooms. That way, when guests come to stay, there's always one available, making getting ready easier. Okay, yeah. So they want more but smaller bathrooms and bedrooms, which yes, I agree with absolutely. That's again, I hate wasted space, and I feel like if your bedroom is like the size of an apartment on its own, like there's no way all of that space is getting used. I would love to see 10 walls come back in style because I've been putting off repainting. The gray trend only lasted 5 to 15 years, depending on location. Our old gray walls and white trim got dirty easily, but photographed extremely well. My husband loved the ambience of the Tuscan traditional kitchen and swears it will come back in fashion again. I'm going to go with indifferent, actually, on that one. I'm not a huge fan of the tan, but I don't necessarily think it's bad. Let's see. I grew up in a house with ceiling fixtures, so I'm used to a wall switch that lights up the whole room. I like old school ceiling lights. Note to that: guess which outlets work with which wall switch type of room wiring. Yes. My apartment is like that. There are random wall switches that will just like turn off certain outlets, and I hate it. Built-ins, built-in shelves, built-in entertainment centers, built-in storage, anything that's built in the walls of homes. I love that detail. Absolutely. My old home, we had a built-in entertainment center that had built-in shelves for like DVDs and stuff, and I loved it. Put that Fandry laundry room back in the basement. Unless the house is huge, that space should be used for another bathroom or closet, especially if there's only one bath in the house. There should always be 2 bathrooms in every home if possible. No. I actually like having laundry rooms as long as that laundry room is relatively small. You don't need a laundry room that's like super big. But I kind of like having a laundry room, especially like because bedrooms are usually on the second floor. So having your washer and dryer in the basement is such a pain because you gotta drag your laundry all over the place. Not that I ever really thought it was outdated, but the farmhouse look is nice. A nice light farmhouse creates a warm and durable look. I have an old house, so it matches the old walls. Yeah. Yes, I do like farmhouse style. Sliding barn doors. As a big time horse lover, I love to see a little bit of barn stable brought into my home. No, I really don't like the sliding doors inside. I think they get annoying. Actual color. These muted gray homes are drab and void of imagination and style. I want to see patterns, bright colors, and other accents that I've never thought of. Interior design is art, and I feel like we forgot that. Yes. Yes, I like colorful. It doesn't even necessarily have to be colorful. Just lots of designs and good interior decorating is nice. Pancake windows. What do I mean? I think it was popular in the 50s through the 70s where when there was a little serving window from the kitchen to another room. No. That's just weird. Wicker and brass furniture. We've already brought back a ton of early 80s decor. Imagine completing the look with a true immersion feel. Is wicker furniture out of date? I like wicker furniture. I didn't realize it was out of date, honestly. Wood paneling. I'm talking about quality wood paneling, mahogany or walnut. For example, there's nothing better than it. No, I don't like wood panels. They lost me at the wood panels. The front porch, they were fun to decorate, and it's a great way to meet the neighbors. Yes, I love front porch. I don't care about meeting the neighbors. Okay, so apparently, I didn't charge my phone as much as I thought I did earlier, so I'm gonna have to call the stream here because my phone is running out of battery. So thank you for joining me. There is something. There is something that's concerning me about my Nexus audition vid. It has 5 views, but I don't know if that's Nexus or me. I have faith in you, Theodore. What I can tell you is, from what I understand, because I stressed out about the same a lot when I auditioned. I believe I had a pretty similar view count on my audition video, and I checked it pretty frequently. But as I understand it, if you were to go back and revisit your videos frequently in a relatively short period of time, the YouTube, I guess technically it's an algorithm, but it's not like the usual YouTube algorithm that they talk about. It will actually take views off. So that you're not like you can't what do they call it? Artificially inflate your view count. So if it's you visiting your own audition video repeatedly, you shouldn't necessarily see that reflected in the views. Unless those views are relatively spread out. So unless you're looking at it like once a week and actually bringing up your video, then that would be Nexas watching your videos. Like I said, before I got in, I believe mine had my audition video had like 4 or 5 views. Because I know a few of our staff members, they don't necessarily work like in the office. They're a little bit spread out. So their views will stack up and add to the counter. So, as I see it, that's probably more or less a good sign for you. But I'm rooting for you. I hope you get in. That would be really cool. So with that, I'm going to take off before my phone dies because it's dropping below 10% battery now. And from what I understand, if I plug my phone in, it's going to absolutely annihilate my microphone quality. So thank you for coming. You have a good one too, Theodore. You can always, hit me up on Twitter if you want. We can chat. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Night, night.